Deep. Deep.
Gibson.
I'm back. Had a good vacation. Went through New Mexico, Arizona, hit California, Southern California, went all the way up through California. Jumped up there into Oregon. They was fist fighting. And I was just bobbing and weaving through the crowd. Up there in Portland.
Portland dangerous.
Bobbing and weaving through Portland. Then shot there to Washington. Went on the sea, saw the first Starbucks. The first one. Then I left there, went down through Oregon again, jumped over there to Utah.
You can run.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful. Went down through Utah. What's the other state? Idaho. Got lost in Idaho. My son said, turn right here, Dad. Boop, I turned right there. I was out in this big field, nobody out there. This dude came in a four-wheeler. As soon as he pulled up, he started laughing. I said, yeah, man, I'm lost. He said, go back down here, turn at that potato patch, then turn at that big tree, and you'll be back on the highway. Got back on the highway, went down through Colorado, went back to New Mexico, and then jumped back into Texas. When I got back to Texas, had some problems, had some issues. So I had to shoot on up into Houston. Had to shoot up there into Houston. I went to Houston, had a nice time, but now guess what?
You back. Like
I'm back.
Return to the back.
Back. Want to give a shout out to AB Austin.
AB.
Appreciate you, man, for filling in for me. Want to give another shout out to Medlock.
Brandon Medlock.
MED Lock. Medlock. Want to shout out to Medlock. I appreciate you guys standing in for me, but guess what? I'm back. Y'all rock with me. All 67 of y'all rock with me. Appreciate the love, man. Let's do the show.
That's Bill.
And that's Will.
Today on the Bill and Will Show, man, we gonna jump into hold on, we got a lot to talk about, man. Let's jump into it, man. I want to start out with Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac.
Jonathan Isaac, you
what
know.
team is that? The
Orlando Magic.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, everybody is kneeling to start the games. Most of the games, they kneeling at the beginning of the games wearing their Black Lives Matter shirts. Jonathan Isaac, an African young man, African-American young man, chose to stand up and not wear a shirt. He said he believes that everybody should get back to the gospel. Everybody should get back to Christ, and that's where the answers are. He said you can't look at other people's faults. You gotta look at your own faults. And you gotta assess it from there. He said everybody will be okay if they get back to God, Gibson and Jesus.
All right, so I'm gonna leave that alone for right now. I'm gonna back up on that, but I'm gonna come back to that in a minute. But let's start right here. The first thing is this young man right here, Jonathan Isaac. He should have put on his shirt and he should have kneeled with his team. The whole country's in turmoil, and the NBA has decided that they want to support the Black Lives Matter movement, and they want to try to encourage racial equality across the board. And then for this young man to, not only did he not wear a shirt, he didn't kneel either. But he said in his interview that Black lives do matter. Well, here's the problem. We can't do nothing divided. We've said on this show many times, if we divide it, we can't do nothing. But if we pull together, we can strike on the
mighty blow.
So this guy is a sore thumb. I don't agree with what he did. I don't agree with him not wearing the shirt. I don't agree with him not kneeling. Coaches was kneeling. Players was kneeling. Staff was kneeling. Referees were kneeling. The NBA's got behind it, and then you're going to stand up and say, I ain't going to do it. That's not helping. Now, let's go to the get back to Christ thing. Okay, this young man, he threw that out there to keep the bullets off of him, to keep the insults being hurled, to keep out the riffraff that's gonna come his way. He threw that out there, and that was a good buffer. But his problem is people like me, we can see through that. We can see through that. Because if you really want to go that route, when they interview you, bring that up first. Kneel, put your shirt on, kneel. If they talk to you about it, ask you about it, then say the answer to all this stuff is Christ. But what you're doing right here, that's not going to work. And I'm against it. And I feel bad for the young man for taking that route. A lot of people gave their life for this, and this is what he's going to do.
Jonathan Isaac, you didn't stand up. The next day, God put you down. You had a horrible injury, knee injury. The next day, I'm not saying they correlate with each other, brother, but it's pretty telling. You better get your butt on one knee next time, man. I'm not crucifying you for not getting on one knee. I don't think you're a bad person because you didn't get on one knee. But when you don't show solidarity with your other brothers, man, it sucks. And I'm not saying that your injury had anything to do with it. That's just a joke. But I hope you get well soon. But it's ironic that it happened. That you didn't bend the knee, and then that knee got injured the next day. I mean, hey, I can understand it. I don't know. Like I said, I don't judge you guys for not getting on the knee, but I look at you like, man, what are you doing? I call you a house Negro. I'm gonna call you one of those, man. You just in the house, you just having a good time, you just out here. And of course, like you said, you just throw the Christ up there, you throw the religion in there, and what is somebody supposed to say after that? You know, you can't say nothing to you. The same thing happened with the guy in baseball for the Giants. Coonrod is his name. He used the same defense, but he also mixed in some other stuff that made you see like, nah, it's not really that. Yeah, you might be a Christian, but this is not the reason why you didn't kneel. It was other reasons why you didn't kneel. So it's outliers out there that you can see that sometimes people put it out there. It's you can see the undertones to this stuff. I don't know why him as an African American would actually take a stance like this and do this, but like I said, I don't feel no ill will towards him. I just look at him like, what's your overall agenda at this time? I don't know. Oh, Jonathan Isaac, I don't know, man.
That's scary. But see, this is why I don't think that we should be looking for athletes or looking to athletes for the moral compass. That's what I don't see that. I don't know why we do that. We look at movie stars and superstars and athletes. We look at them for the moral compass. Gee whiz, I've been gone for a while, Will. But anyway, these guys are too young, man. They haven't been through nothing. They've been spoiled, you know, from high school as being good athletes all the way through college, and now you're in the pros. You've been spoiled the whole time. Life has been handed to you on a silver plate. You haven't had to do nothing. And probably the toughest thing that they've been through as athletes is probably injury. So, you know, he don't understand the struggle, and that's why he didn't kneel. And he doesn't want to hinder his income in the future. So he's going to stand up.
I don't know. Maybe you want to be a pastor when you grow up. You want some help with the church. Evangelists come in and help you, put some money in your pocket. I'm not sure why you take this stance. I don't understand it. Of course, you did say Black Lives Matter, but like you said before, actions speak louder than words. And your actions showed that you were kind of, if you're not with us, you're against us, basically, is what the message is. And you just showed that, that NBA, they're going to love you. Y'all have one goal, which is winning the championship and getting better as a team. But what they're doing right now by kneeling and wearing these shirts and showing solidarity for each other is way bigger than basketball. And you just showed where your head was on this one. But, hey,
get well.
Get well, man.
Come back, think about it, and try to do better. That's all I can tell you.
Yeah, just get better, man. That's all I can say, too. Don't take offense to the joke I said at the beginning or at your knee, but hey, just ironic, man. Just ironic, Jonathan.
Mm, mm, mm.